Lorraine, good evening.
Good evening, Ebenezer.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for the men and the women, by lowering they've never had a chance. They've never had a chance to get encounter with the amazing work that you are doing. To go on a trip with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Lorraine?
Lorraine. Well, I'm just a girl. Lorraine is a girl from Mpumalanga who came to Limpopo to study.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to the University of Limpopo. After that, I was fortunate enough to find a job this side.
Okay, wow.
So now I'm paid. I sell
Okay, ruined.
So I've been around for quite a while now and just moving from one level to another. I got a job this side, I'm working this side, and recently started a traveling agency.
Wow. That is amazing. And I'm curious, né?
Yes.
Because, when we go back, it's very tempting or someone can look at you right now. Mm-hmm. They see the amazing work that you are doing. They see the success that you're achieving. Bag discount, that one was born in a rich family, that one. That one, they are very lucky, Everything has been going well in their lives. Man, forget their foundations. Mm-hmm. Take us back, Nyana. Take us back to when you were young. What were you doing when you were young?
Oh, man. Back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was not born in a rich family. That's one thing for sure.
Okay.
I was born in a, middle class, where both parents were trying their best just to put bread on the table. Mm-hmm. Growing up, primary school, we're just normal kids, nothing special, nothing fancy, Christmas clothes, birthdays here and there, nothing special in between. Mm-hmm. And I come from parents who are very hardworking.
Wow, okay.
I think that's what made me who I am today, because I could see that, nothing gets handed over to you for free.
Oh, yes.
You have to work for what you want.
Yes.
So I grew up, my mom had a market at some point when I was still in primary school. Okay. So on school holidays, unlike watching TV like other kids, would have to help us sell.
Oh, yes.
At the market, when stock is not moving, then we have to carry and go house by house.
Oh, yes.
Selling. But, she made it fun for us because she would give us rewards.
Oh, okay.
Like you sell 20 packs of tomatoes, you come back, she's like, okay, now 10 rand for your hard work. So
wow.
We're exchanging now. I'm learning that I work, I get a reward.
Yes.
It also went the same at school as well. I work hard, I study, I pass, I get this. I didn't just get things given to me. I worked for everything.
Wow.
So that was the background, building brick by brick. Mm-hmm. And even now, I had to come to varsity. It wasn't easy. Mm. I finished my matric in 2020. When was it?
I don't know.
2014.
Oh, 2014.
No,
it's been a while.
2014, I was done with my matric. 2015, I looked for space in university. I couldn't get anything because I applied late. Mm-hmm. Also, I had a clash with my parents. I wanted to study law.
Okay.
And then they were like, nope, I will up.
Why?
Yeah, because according to them, you have to work like extra hard, you have to study, then you do articles and all these other things in between.
Okay.
And also looking at the gender at that time, they're like, no, this is going to be hard for you. So choose a career that you're going to do and enjoy.
Okay.
So I took a gap year, I couldn't find anything to do. In my gap year, my former principal asked me to come and assist at his school.
Okay.
Then I went there. That's when I fell in love with teaching.
Wow.
Because they gave me a class, I was assisting at first, teaching, and then they're like, no, let's let her be.
Yes.
Then I was writing solo, teaching people that I was in class with previously. Some of them had come to repeat. Then from there, when I went to workshops, people were like, no, you should apply for teaching. You should apply for... That's when the love of teaching started.
Wow.
The following year, I applied for teaching at the University of Limpopo. Luckily, I got space and came to study. Then it's been a flow throughout.
Wow.
Yeah.
And something that happens, is that if you as a child, you misinterpret the actions of parents.
Yeah.
Sometimes that can become resentment later on in life. when you discover, oh, by the way, I shouldn't study law. My people are making a killing with law. They are making millions. And here I am, you know, getting whatever it is that I'm getting. What's that thing you're looking? It helped you have the right perspective. Let me use the word, the right perspective or no, man. My parents are not just saying they don't want the good things for me. But there may be something that they are noticing from me and my personality. She needs some time to go and discover herself. What was that thing for you?
I think for me, the motivation for me to end up understanding their perspective is that I looked at the financial aspect of things, because like I said, we were not well off. So now I'm thinking, if I have to study for 4 years and then after that I still have to find something else to keep pushing, financially I'm not going to be in a good space. So with teaching, there was the idea that you study your 4 years, after that you look for a job. After I find a job, I start working, I can still go back to school.
To pursue the other things.
Other things that I want to do. So that was, for me, it made me understand a bit, okay, I have to do what brings food to the table first, and then I'll follow the passion afterwards. But I fell in love with both.
Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing, you know, because in most cases, especially when you take a gap year, I don't know if maybe my research needs to be updated or what, but a lot of people tend to get distracted in that year. Instead of you focusing on discovering me, discovering what my strengths, what my talents are, you get so distracted by, you know, the minor things.
You end up relaxing.
You end up relaxing, you forget, or no, my dream was to go to school next year. Now you've got, let me not even call them those, you've got things that have happened, now they are hindering you. Now these 2 or 3 years, you can't even go to school.
You have to wait.
You have to wait for a certain time over at least to a good age, like I create you are not there. What was the deal while you were taking that gap year? It helped you to remain focused on no. The goal is to go to school. Let me go and serve as my teachers are asking me to. Let me go and give back. I would imagine they were not giving you, you know.
Like I said, I grew up with parents that are hard workers, and them being hard workers also, it comes with them being strict. So for me, even now, they're still strict.
Okay, wow.
You go to school, you come back. If school is off by 2 o'clock, 2:30, you must be home. So I didn't have friends. That's number one. I think that one saved me a lot. I didn't have friends around the community. Friends were at work for only when after work I go home. I didn't have those days where like it's weekend, I'm going out, I'm doing 1, 2, 3 that other kids my age are doing. I didn't have all those things. I was restricted. You go to work, you come back. Month end, they're teaching me you have to budget. You got what you got. You remember next year you're still going to varsity. So from your salary, you have to put aside a certain amount to know it's going to come in handy for the future. So I think my parents kept me grounded for most part. And also that discipline they instilled while I was younger, it also kicks in to say, when I look at other people and what they're doing, like I had opportunity to say, okay, Nami, let me go, you know, but when I look at what I want to do in future, that drive, then I have to adjust and come back and stay focused. Because I know there's no one who's going to come and say, take a beautiful future.
You have to work for it.
I have to work for it, and I have to stay focused. If I can't do it, then there's no other way.
You know, one thing that happens is that for most, or let me use the word some, for some people, when they grow up in that strict environment, when a chance comes to leave home, I don't even want to be, I want to go and taste freedom. And do whatever. And because you've got that mindset, I don't know freedom or what. But you get to a point while you're exploring and doing all those other things, you can end up losing yourself. You are there, you're supposed to be studying. You even forgot you came here to study. We're not normal. Even I got 6. So I got 10. Yes. For that young man or that young woman who's having that mindset, what words of advice would you say to them?
I would advise them to stay focused because I once heard somewhere, someone was saying that don't let 5 minutes joy ruin the next 5 years of your life.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, so now you're focusing on no I want to live this life. You're forgetting or it's just 1 year that you're in university, that first year.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have 19 years to live after that.
Yeah.
So now you're letting that 1 minute ruin everything else that you've worked hard for. So 5 minutes of joy, it should not mess up the next 5 years of your life.
Wow, that's very powerful.
Yeah.
You just reminded me of a young man that we went to school with. He just decided on his final year, I don't know, I'm going to taste Lena. I've never went to a bash, like I've never done anything.
Yeah.
Just tonight fell, I just want to taste. And that taste ended up becoming his grave.
Shame.
Koloi out of nowhere.
And it happens to a lot of young people these days, you know, especially with the female part of the side. Because we tend to get to varsity, we find new friends, we want to explore. And then with the exploring, you forget that some people have been doing this for a very long time, longer than you.
Longer than you, yes.
Yeah, when you come from a strict family, you have not had alcohol, you don't know how to smoke. Life has been straightforward for you. So now when you try these silly things, you don't know exactly how to deal with it.
You don't have the experience.
You don't have the experience. And when you're in that situation now, all those friends are gone. No one is going to tell you the truth. Or if we do this, friend, it'll fail. So they end up being lost.
Yeah. And I can imagine the parents, man. If maybe you had, I don't know if you've had this conversation, but if you had maybe a little bit of time to say to mom and dad, or you know what, these are my ways. You know I may not get a chance.
Yeah.
All of which you know, you mean a lot to me. Maybe I want to buy a new car and things like that. But if you were to say if you were to thank mom and dad, what words would you say to them, Mara? You know.
Yeah, there are a lot. Okay. I try not to think about my parents sometimes because it makes me emotional. They've been there. They've been trying. Even now as an adult, I still, when I find myself in a difficult situation, I call home. I know home, I'll find comfort. Yeah. They'll give me solutions. They'll be there for me, even if it's just calling my mother, then I vent 1 hour on the call and she doesn't even respond, she's just listening. After that call, I'm going to feel better.
Wow.
So if I had words to say to them, I'd say I love them very, very much. The words are not even enough.
Yeah, they never be.
They will never be. I am grateful for everything they do for me. I'm not a person who usually shows emotions and stuff like that, but with them, if I think about them, I can start crying.
Yeah, it can get emotional.
They are literally my foundation, and they are also the pillars of the house that I'm standing on now.
Definitely.
Yes, so I love them so much. I appreciate them, and I am so grateful that God gave me this time with them.
Wow, yeah, and I hope that wherever they are, they got to listen, just once, because we never get to do this. We never get to thank them. Yeah. And maybe to take us back, here you are, you've just taken a gap year. You are learning about yourself. You then discover, you've fallen in love with teaching. But while you have fallen in love with teaching, you realize at some point, the lessons that they were teaching me, Mavani, about working with my own hands, doing things for myself. I can actually make a business or multiple businesses tailoring. They can sustain me. Of course, I'm dreaming of the Bugatti, if it's the Bugatti, the Lamborghini and the Ferraris. But you realize, no, these lessons that they were giving me when I was young, I can apply them now. What are those 1 or 2 lessons that you learned about hard work or entrepreneurship that you are now using and practicing in your own different ventures?
Well, I learned that when you are in this space of entrepreneurship, you have to expect negative things. You have to expect that sometimes you work very hard and it doesn't pay off.
Yes.
But that does not mean it should discourage you. You keep trying different things, and you shouldn't be centered on one thing to say, I'm doing this and then it doesn't work out, I quit.
Oh, yes.
You fall, you get up. That's one lesson I've learned through watching my parents, because they're also entrepreneurs as well. So I've learned that, no, they tried this, it didn't work out today, they're trying this, it's working. While it's working, you look for something else on the side as well to balance. So at the end of the day, you've got multiple streams of income coming in instead of focusing on one thing.
Yeah. Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing. Because for many of us, you get to a point where you realize, oh no, man, no. If I'm going to change the situation at home to the way that I want it to be, I can't just fold my arms. I can't just fold my arms.
You cannot, yeah.
And maybe as before we go on a break, because today we are talking about failure.
Yes.
And having a good relationship with failure. Because sometimes the temptation may be, because you had entrepreneurial parents, you were so lucky. When you tried to do business, it turned into gold. When you tried to do this, it turned to gold. And they forget or no, they maybe those moments, because it's very easy to look at the success today. And you forget, man, there were many failures still, they led me to achieving and succeeding.
Attempts,
Yes. What are those one or two things that you failed in that you learned lessons from?
The first big failure that I had, I started a salon.
Okay, wow.
I know TEF's not far. And then I paid rent, paid deposit, bought everything inside.
Okay.
And when it was supposed to start operating, I was like, no, I don't know much about this industry. Let me get a partner.
Okay.
I got a partner. My partner came in. So instead of working together, I was sidelined. My partner took over the contract without me knowing. So I lost I lost a whole lot of money. So that taught me as well that there's no using emotions and trust
in business.
Yes, there must be a contract. There must be an agreement to say, this is your part, this is my part.
Yes.
This is how much I'm putting in, this is how much you're putting in. You don't use, when it comes to business, it does not work.
Wow.
So that was the first loss. And then the other loss, I had a laundry business. Also, I got married. So when I got married, I took the machines and everything that I was using, I put them aside.
Okay.
Things didn't go well, unfortunately. Then I discovered that those things that I put aside, they were now sold off or thrown away. I don't even know.
What happened?
I went looking for my machines now to say, let me retry this business again, and they're nowhere to be found.
Yes.
So in all these businesses, there's somewhere where you lose money, definitely. Somewhere you lose big. Sometimes it's just a small amount, but it's not always smooth and flowing and gold. No.
Yeah.
There are losses.
Yes.
You try, it doesn't work out. You try this, it doesn't work out. Yeah.
If there's one thing I learned, especially about business, sometimes even when things don't go well, the lessons that we learn, the people that we become from that experience could be more valuable than the money that you and I may have lost. And I'm curious, as this partner is trying to backstab you, or they've successfully backstabbed you, how then do you deal with that? I would imagine there's anger there, there's resentment. Those emotions. How did you deal with those emotions such that even when you go back to the next venture, no, people are people, man. I will fail, I will make mistakes, but how do you move on from this? Because there's someone who they've had that failure, but now they no longer even want to try business anymore. How did you deal with that?
I think the big part of it is before you even start, you have to map out things. Business is either you win or you lose.
Okay.
So you can expect anything that can happen. And once it happens, then you just have to accept.
Oh, yes.
Because carrying anger, no, I lost my money, shooter, or what, I'm going to fight. Sometimes it's just useless. You're going to end up losing more money and time trying to chase that business.
Yes.
Just accept. Immediately you realize that, no, this is no longer working. You accept, you move on to the next one. Of course, it's a loss, but there's nothing you can do about it.
Yes.
Then you move on. But if maybe you can recover somewhere, somehow, then try. If not, then not. Acceptance is very key when it comes to business. It's the same as people that maybe you are doing the business, no one is backstabbing, you're doing it alone, but you're making losses. Every month it's a loss, and you're failing to accept that the business is not working out.
Oh, yeah.
You just want to maintain it because it's the reputation of the business.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the sooner you accept that it's not working, it's making you lose money instead of making money, and then you close it down, then the better.
Wow. Yeah. That's very powerful. And maybe one last one, then we are going for a break. For many of us, especially young men and women,
yes,
we've got these ideas. We've got these beautiful, crazy ideas. You know, we've watched your romantic movies. We are expecting, man, the first time when we try marriage and relationship, things are going to work. And then things happen, and then you discover, no, we outgrow each other, or whatever happens.
Yeah.
What's one or two things, you learned in that experience, for those who are hating, you can share with them that one or two lessons that you learned from that experience of yours?
From my experience, I learned that, let me say just the two things. The first thing is that whatever it is, if it's good, enjoy it. Wow. Live in the moment.
Okay.
Or maybe it's going to end, because if it does end, then you didn't enjoy all the time.
Oh, yes, you were worrying.
Yeah, you were worrying, you were stressing. So give it your all, enjoy, live your best. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And then the second thing is that time changes everything.
Oh, yes.
Today you might be down, feeling like, no, I gave that person my 100% and they did 1, 2, 3. But in 6 months' time or 4 months' time, you'll be a completely different person in a different situation, feeling much different about that person than you were before.
Yes.
Yeah, so enjoy, live in the present, don't worry, and once it happens, then it happened. Continue, give it time and you'll be fine.
Wow. You know, yes, we spoke about failure.
Yeah.
But if there's one thing that failure does for us, is to help us to succeed tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm wondering because I would assume you are a high achiever, you know, you always want to be succeeding.
Yeah.
What usually happens with us is that you always want to be succeeding so much that you never even get a chance to celebrate. You never even get a chance to celebrate those milestones. And I'm wondering, were you like some of us by lowering, even when you win and you succeed, you're like, no, what's next? What's next? Let's go to the next one. Or you learned earlier on, or you know what, I need to celebrate.
I'm one person who celebrates.
Okay.
Whether it's small or big, I don't mind buying a whole cake and eating it by myself, celebrating myself.
Yes.
When I achieve big things and there's no one to celebrate with, I take myself out, I go and I celebrate.
Wow.
So I've learned that life is very, very short.
Yes.
And you can't always be waiting for big moments for you to be happy. You have to be happy. Like I said, living in the present. So I've made peace with, if I'm achieving small, then I celebrate that small. If it's big, then it's a big celebration as well. Yeah, I don't wait for the huge one, then I celebrate.
Yes. And what are those one or two lessons that as you've been trying out the different ventures in business and you're succeeding, what's one or two lessons that success has taught you? Because sometimes we want to learn a lot from the failure.
Yeah.
That in success, when we are supposed to be learning, because we are enjoying, we never even have time to learn. Mara, the reason I succeeded there in that business where others failed is because I was doing 1 or 2, 3 that was right. What is that 1 or 2 things that you've learned from success also?
1 or 2 things. I think the first one is being humble.
Wow.
Whether you're achieving big or small, being humble is key.
Yes.
Because when you're humble now in your success, even on the days where it doesn't go right, you still have somewhere to fall on.
Yes.
Because you can't be up there in the top and say, no, I've made it now, I'm successful, and 1, 2, 3. You forget where you come from.
Yes.
You forget the people that were there with you. Then you're boosting yourself and everything. Now things don't go well. You have nowhere to fall back to.
Yes.
So for me, being humble is one of the biggest things that I've learned. Whether it's successful or not, I've learned that people are important.
Yes.
You cannot do everything on your own. You need people, and in your relationship with people, you need to stay humble. Sometimes, dealing with customers, they can be very difficult. They can give you challenges. Sometimes they are the reason why you lose. Like I'm in the traveling business. Someone will pay 200 Rand for a trip here, 5.5, for example, and say, no, hold my seat. I'm going to go with you. When the time comes, I say, no, you know what, I've decided I can't go anymore. That time you've made arrangements.
Yes. Accommodation.
Exactly. So even in that moment, you still have to be humble, communicate properly. Remember that this person is still a customer, and you never know. Tomorrow they might still come back to you.
Yes. Or who they may refer.
Exactly. So being humble and being a people's person, it helps even in your success.
Yes. Now let's talk about this traveling agency of yours. Because for many people, the temptation. I don't know if it's just me who's not seeing things right or what. But the temptation, especially from the conversation that I've had, the temptation, because you get so busy and you are working with people. Sometimes, because maybe you've got people coming from internationally, but or they've come to South Africa. The temptation sometimes, when they are being difficult, this one will never see each other again. We'll never see each other again. How do you even remain humble in those moments? When you're dealing with difficult people or difficult customers, if I may use that word?
I think also it goes with personality.
Okay.
Generally, I'm a calm person.
Okay.
So it helps me a lot, even when I'm dealing with difficult customers, because I'm calm. Even when they go high, I'm still very low. Then they also adjust, because something like that. And also I keep in mind that even if it's a once-off thing, but I aim to give them the experience that even if they're far away, whatever they say, word of mouth, when they're spreading it, they'll say, you know what, I had a good time with this person. And whatever challenges that we come across, I try to fix them as soon as it's possible, so they don't escalate to something bigger than it should be. So I do get some clients that make impossible requests, but because it's business and we're all people at the end of the day, I try to adjust and accommodate them. It's not always easy. Because now you're dealing with a group of different people. They've got different preferences. Someone wants sparkling water, someone wants still water. And you have to make it work for both of them so they're comfortable. Because I cannot focus on the other group.
And leave the other house.
It's the same thing with languages. I have got groups where I have dominantly speaking people, and then you've got 2 Tsonga people, you've got 3 Venda people, you've got a Swati person there, and they're all traveling together.
You need to balance the
Now you need to balance. You can't always be saying Ubulela Spedi, and then the other ones are left out. So now I try, I have to learn all these languages. When I'm accommodating everyone, then I speak to you in your Venda, at least you feel welcome. I speak to you in Tsonga, then you adjust as well. So we try.
Wow. That's amazing. And I would imagine, I don't know if you've heard this once as yet. But those customers, they want to show you or they've made it. Maybe they even book an expensive getaway. I don't know. It's 5 people. Come last day, Evan, where's the deposit? No, I'll send it later on. Day later, 2 days later, nothing. Have you ever had, those experiences, Molo, you deal with those kinds of people? And maybe what's 1 or 2 lessons that you've learned from that experience?
I have had those.
Okay.
To give you a practical example, we went to Mozambique in May.
Okay.
So in May, I was expecting to go with 7 clients.
Okay.
And they pay, deposit. And then there's one client, a friend of mine from varsity, like we're close, I know him, I trust him. It's like, no, give her it's fine. I'm getting paid on this date, and when I get paid, then I'll give you the money.
Okay.
And it's fine. Now when you're working with numbers, everything, bookings, now you're booking according to the number, accommodation, transport, everything. It means now I'm paying ahead of time.
Yes.
So we don't have to add extra there.
Yes, in the last minute.
In the last minute.
Yes.
Knowing that he's going to show up. Then in the last minute, you calls are going on voicemail, doesn't answer, no message, nothing. Just
nothing, no communication.
No communication. Just ghosting. So I learned from that experience, because that one was a big loss. It's not like the ones where we go maybe hiking and then it's just 250.
Yes.
Now we're talking big.
International.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I learned from that even if it's friends or family, if there's no deposit, then we're not saving space for anyone. I'm working with the number that I have based on the payments that I have.
Yes.
And that's it.
And the temptation, the temptation that always happens, especially nowadays with social media.
Yeah.
People have got this pressure to want to show success. I don't know.
Yeah.
You forget or the pictures that you see on social media, as one of my guests would say, it's social. We are socializing now.
It's content.
Like pressure. No man, I want to be making 10 million now. I want to be making $1 billion now. What advice would you give that young man or that young woman? They are now getting into business, but they've got this temptation or peer pressure or social media pressure to want to look successful and show others, or now I'm making it when they are not.
One thing for sure, you can't live to please people. Don't lose money impressing people that don't put bread on your table.
Oh, yes.
Because now you want to impress, you're buying expensive clothes, you're doing this, you're driving an expensive car. At the end of the month, it takes everything that you have.
Oh, yes.
You're left with nothing. The people that you're showing off to, they are planning their lives.
Oh, yes.
They're actually taking it step by step. By the time you reach 5 years' time, those people you were showing off to have made it for real.
Oh, yes.
And now you're starting on scratch, you're going back. So don't spend, especially when it comes to money, don't spend trying to impress someone who's not helping you in any way.
Yes.
You are just a poor person, and then they get surprised later when they discover, no, this person actually has 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Then that's the big flex. But instead of trying to show off expensive sneakers, alcohol, and 1, 2, 3, no. It's gonna come back later.
Oh, yes. And you can't leave your children a legacy of the bottles that you drank.
No, you cannot. You definitely cannot. We have to start early.
Yes.
As young people, we have to start early. I don't know if they should give us a course or a lecture or something, but the earlier we start, the better. Because with us, we want to start later on when we're in our 40s, in our 50s. That's when people start now thinking, what am I leaving behind?
Oh, behind, yes.
Yeah, how's the future? Now we're just living and enjoying, and we forget that there's tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
So the earlier people start preparing for the future, then the better.
Wow. Yeah, that is amazing, because when you are young and you are excited.
Oh, you don't think about all
yes,
these things.
you never do. Then pension, shelter pension, you're like,
now
I'm exploring.
You want to start exploring. Now you want to start doing 1, 2, 3, and it's late. The body doesn't agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one mistake, you're out.
You're out.
Yo.
You can't even retire early.
Oh, yes.
Because there's not enough retirement funds there.
Yes.
Everything, you're not planning for your retirement.
Oh, yes. Wow. That is an important lesson here. And maybe as we are about to conclude, there's a young man or a young woman worrying, I heard the business part.
Yeah.
Mara, I love teaching. And I'm curious. I mean, I would imagine, I would imagine it's a lot. What's 1 or 2 lessons that you are learning there in the classroom, that you even go to apply it in business, Or what are those 1 or 2 things tailoring? Especially, I would assume that for me, I don't know if this is true or it's just me. Ne?
Yeah.
I believe that maybe the highest calling of being a teacher is that you will inspire. You will inspire the people that you are teaching. Or one day, what's about that? I remember when I was young. Maybe now they are older.
Yeah.
What's about what? Mem's mama to dream big.
Yeah.
She helped me to discover my own greatness. What are those things that you are learning there with the young ones that maybe there's a parent you may share with them maybe one or two things they can learn so that they can nurture even those talents that they have there.
I mean, working with people comes with a lot. So first thing, you have to understand that everyone is different. In as much as they are in a group, it's a group, there are individuals there.
Yes.
So you have to have the heart. That's why we're teaching in passion. You have to have the heart to accept each and every one as they are, as different as they are.
Yes.
So I learned that in the classroom. I also apply it in business now as I travel with different people. I understand it's a group of people, but everyone is different. They all have their own goals and dreams. They all have their own expectations.
Yes.
So you have to be patient with all of them individually before you can be patient with them as a group.
Wow.
Yeah, and also you have to live a life that's why I was saying that you're trying to please people and they're looking, they are learning from when you're pretending to believe in. And they're actually implementing it while you are busy pretending. Yeah. 5 years down the line, you're no longer on the same level with the people you were inspiring. Yeah, so you have to live your truth.
Yeah.
Live your truth. Do what works for you. Don't try to be impressing this. And I think people try too much to be inspirational, and it ends up putting pressure on themselves.
Oh yeah.
So if you just live your truth. Now in my class, they know I just come in. I'm Ngwenya, nothing fancy. You know, I live my life. I don't show them things that I cannot achieve, but I do tell them that, you know what. You do this, you get this.
Yes.
You do this, you get this. We work hard, I reward. The same lessons that I learned, that you work hard, you get rewarded. Even in my class, I apply them. You get 90% or 70% going there, I'm going to give you something.
Wow.
Just to say, you know what, you worked hard. Yeah, because I know some of the learners at home, they don't get such motivation.
Oh, yes. No. Yes,
no. Parents are busy. They don't have time. They're working late. They're coming back at night. They don't even see them. So we celebrate even birthdays. We try, buy a cake here and there. Let's celebrate as a group. 1, 2, 3. So I'm learning in the classroom that working with people requires a lot of patience. It requires you to have an open mind. Expect anything.
Yes.
And in the classroom, I always tell myself, at the end of the day, they're just kids. In the business, I tell myself, they're just clients.
Oh, yeah.
So it helps me not to get personal or whatever, So I always keep calm and say, oh, no, it's just a client.
Yes.
Let's handle their issue, and then they're just kids. Let's handle them and fix their future. Yeah, because if now you look at kids and you're like, there are too many, and that's true. They make a lot of noise. They don't want to do their work. Sometimes they are provocative, like they can just. You talk to them, they respond however they want.
Yes.
But you can't take it personally. You must remember at the end of the day, they are the kids, you are the adult.
Oh, yeah.
It's your job to make sure that this person's future is aligning.
Oh, yeah.
Because without you, if you are missing in that picture, then there's going to be misalignment.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I believe we are put in positions where we are to make a difference. And in as much as we might not realize it, sometimes that difference comes from just living your truth.
Oh, yes.
I live my truth. I post most of the things that I do. The kids follow me on TikTok. They're like,
yes.
I'm like, because you don't just get where you want to get.
Yes, without doing anything.
I'm here. I'm teaching you. While you're studying for your exam, I'm also studying, Linda.
Yes.
Because I also want to improve my future.
Yeah, wow.
So let's study, let's do this. They don't come easy, these things. They don't even come cheap anymore.
Yes.
So you have to live your truth, and you have to try and not put pressure on yourself. Yeah.
You know, if there's one thing, I hear these days, I don't know if I should call it the difficulty of being a teacher or what.
Yeah.
But you know, when you hear, your colleagues, when, we have these conversations,
Yes.
they'll talk about that difficult parent, they're just being difficult for just being difficult.
Yeah.
Maybe with the age of a boss of society, and then now they even bring that to school. Even worse, to the point, it seems like I remember talking to one teacher who was saying that even the laws and the regulations regarding teaching nowadays, you as a teacher, you make a mistake, you are gone.
Yes.
And others, like, how are you coping with these changes as a teacher, and how are you even adapting yourself there, maybe?
Yeah, it's very difficult. It's very difficult because now we're in a system where the teacher is the least protected person. Wana skolo pili, and then other people, management and stuff, and then the teacher comes in last. That's why you're having teachers now that are depressed, teachers that are dealing with suicides and a lot of mental health issues. It's because we're dealing with a lot, and there's not much that's supporting us. We do have difficult parents. I have encountered some of them. Like I said, you find kids in class, they don't want to do anything. They are disruptive to the other kids as well. You try to discipline them. They go home, they lie to the parents. Like they even come really tight.
Wow.
And with us, like you see, I'm a small young person. I'm not, these small kids, and some of them we are the same age. So they'll be like, no, they don't respect us anymore. Teaching is not being respected as it used to be. Yeah, now teachers are just normal people in society. They don't care. It's like we don't have feelings. You get a parent, they come there, they tell you 1, 2, 3, and by law you're not even supposed to answer them or do anything, because
just keep quiet.
Yes, just keep quiet, because according to our council, the SACE council, they say a teacher is a teacher 24 hours. Even if
24 hours?
24 hours.
Wow.
Even if I'm not supposed to fight back.
Wow.
I'm not supposed to say
You're still
anything.
a teacher.
I'm still a teacher. You must respect the profession. That's what they tell us. Yes. So respecting the profession comes with a lot of compromises for ourselves.
Yes.
Because now your mental health is being disturbed. Even sometimes your physical safety.
Yes.
You leave the school, parents are waiting for you outside the gate. And you can't do anything.
You can't do anything.
If you do something, then you're losing your job.
Yes.
So it's very tricky. I think for me, it's just the grace of God that I have not had major cases. Like I say, or I accept, or kids are kids. They do this kind of things and I don't overreact.
Yes.
That also helps a lot. Even when dealing with the parents, they come, my child 1, 2, 3. Then I talk to them, I explain, and at the end of the day, we find a solution, because it's not about me. It's not about the parent. At the end of the day, we have someone we are trying to build here.
Yes.
And if you are difficult and I'm difficult, it's going to affect the child. So there has to be a common ground between teachers and parents. Let's focus on the bigger picture.
Which is the child.
Which is the child, nothing else.
Yes. And I'm curious, because we've had many cases. Young people, they were madly in love with wanting to transform people's lives. When they get to experience these things, I no longer want to be a teacher. Or worse. Yes. What words of encouragement would you give someone who they are going through those difficult times? Maybe or whatever they tried to do, and then it turned out bad. Maybe they are even considering, taking their own lives. They're considering maybe even quitting the profession itself. What words of encouragement would you give them there?
Hey, this one is difficult. It is difficult because I own a manual to this thing already. You say, I'm the best teacher because I do 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
What I apply in my class might not work for someone else. And
yes.
also the situations are difficult. Sometimes it's extreme. You find a teacher being bullied by school kids.
Yes.
And there's nothing anyone can do about it. Because even if they report, these people are minors.
Oh, yes.
So minors, they can't do anything about it. There was a case where a Mpumalanga teacher was reported to say she sexually abused grade 7 learners.
Okay.
She went missing. I don't know if they found her or not. She just disappeared.
Wow.
Because now her reputation was ruined. She was suspended from work. Then later the kids came and said, no, you know what, we made it up. We're just angry because she took us off the soccer team.
Wow.
No punishment for the kids. Nothing.
And
because they are
lost.
minors. So now you've lost.
Yeah.
So it's an individual situation.
Yes.
I just say pray. Pray to God when you leave your house. Pray that today I don't deal with difficult parents, with difficult kids. Pray even in the classroom.
Yes.
And then everything else that happens, just stay calm. Because, we do get a whole lot of situations. Yeah, and I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough for teachers out there. And young ones now, even the ones that are doing practicals, I see a lot of them. They come first day excited and everything. A week later, they're like, no, I'm not doing this anymore.
Wow.
So it's bad. That's a topic on its own.
On its own, yes. Wow. Yeah, because you never thought that the system itself would turn against those very same people that inspire us to want to be better and do better, you know.
Yeah, but we're trying.
Yeah.
We're trying.
Definitely. As we conclude, talk to us about your upcoming trips. Where are we going? How much do we need to pay so that we don't miss out? You know, maybe for some of us, we've never even gone internationally. Maybe there's a trip to the Serengeti area there. Talk to us about the next upcoming things that you are doing there.
So far, we have an itinerary for the rest of the year.
Okay.
We have Mozambique. We don't know now. We are still assessing the situation with this whole match and match thing. So going outside of South Africa might be a bit of an issue. But we're still planning around it.
Okay.
So there's Mozambique, there's Lesotho, and we do monthly hikings.
Okay.
So for people who are looking for fitness or just to socialize, I know some people, we don't have friends. On the weekend we are bored, but we don't want to go to groove.
Okay.
So we go connect with nature. It's a group of strangers. Now it's more like family.
Yes.
Yeah, every month there's a hike. And then there's this long distance trips. We're going to Hartis next month.
Okay.
We also have something for couples. We have a couples camp coming up in August.
Okay.
So if you feel like when you and your person are not connecting and you need something to rekindle things up, come to our couples camp.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got marriage counselors. We've got people who will help you understand each other and have a bit of patience with each other. We've got all kinds of trips coming up until December.
Okay.
Yeah, and also for people who don't want to be part of groups, like they just want their own.
The personalized ones.
Yeah, we also plan for that. You just tell us the dates, the number of people, your budget, and then we look for something that accommodates you. Just give you a whole planned trip when you just follow, even for transport.
Wow.
Yeah, we can arrange transport as well. Then you just relax and go to your trip.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what are the social handles, the contact details, so that when we are booking, we know who to talk to. What are the social media handles so that we can even be seeing or what has been happening there?
Our most active social media platform is TikTok.
Okay.
People are engaging there and it's growing faster.
Okay.
So on all social media platforms, we are Easy Travel Adventures. And then on WhatsApp, we're also there on 084-591-9487. So Easy Travel Adventures. If you just search for it, you see we are active there. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in. And you know, I know we postponed some other time, but yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you know, if there's one thing that is my prayer for all of my guests, is that may God bless you.
Amen.
May He ensure that everything that you are dreaming of, the big trips to go to maybe the Bahamas one day, Greece, you know those big things that you are dreaming of, may He ensure that you make them a reality. And my prayer is that one day when you are listing even the business on the JSE there, you'll even invite your restaurant. Don't you want to buy some shares in there? You know, because man, if there's anything Lorraine, I want, or it's my prayer for you, is that may God ensure that everything that you are dreaming of and praying for, may He ensure that it comes to pass. You know.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you. And it shall be.